Hi, James. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, AM salutations, and all of that. Hey, y'all, happy Monday. How y'all doing? Hi, Eternal Light, Angie, Tina. What y'all doing? How y'all's weekend was? I had a pretty good weekend. How about y'all? Y'all had a good weekend? Ooh, it's Monday. Y'all. Thank y'all for doing the YouTubey things as y'all come on in. Just doing that support thing. Whew, man. So I think my phone last week got fried by the solar flares. I have no proof of it. It's just very odd. And when I talk to the people at Boost, they something's on my... No, I don't want to resolve anything. Oh my god, what is this? How do I make it go away? Yo, me and technology. What happens if I click the resolve now? Does it go away? Because I can't even see comments. Oh my god. Welcome to my day. Register what? I see chat heads moving up and down. I see Tina's chat head, Angie's chat head. I see y'all's chat head moving. Yet I don't understand. Okay, let me see. Let me click this. Let's hope it doesn't kill my live. I gotta get rid of it because I need to see. Oh, well, it went away. Oh no. Oh no. Now just run in the background. I'll figure you out later. Going to the chiropractor. Oh, you did? I love it, Tina. What up, bro? How you doing this beautiful Monday morning? How was your weekend? My beautiful Jane. Hi. All right. You definitely keep us posted, updated, and all of that. I don't see Brother Thomas yet, so... Angie, you're not going to be here either. You're getting ready. I don't have another moderator. Okay. All right. So we'll give it a few more minutes and see if Brother Thomas comes in. Otherwise, we will do our best with trying to keep you all together. You have an hour and a half. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Angie, if you don't mind. And I've called him. I've texted him. He's not answering. So I had a Motorola flip phone, by the way, that I loved. And now I'm back to a good old-fashioned phone. And I'm not crazy about it. So... All right, let's see. Let's try one more time to give him a call. Oh, and if not, then we will just proceed. I will go ahead and open the list. If you guys want to meta message this morning, go ahead and put me in the comments, and we will get the messages going. They are chunkers. Chunkers. Yep, no answer. So we're on our own, I guess. And that's okay, because we can do it. We're all adults here. All right, so holy cow, I know. Rossi, hi. We have our first me in the chat. I love it. Rossi, I hope you have a beautiful work week this week. I really do. Okay. Angie is ready, so we'll let a few of y'all get in here and get the me's going, and we will start rocking and rolling. So I didn't have my phone when I got the Dragonfly rub tourmaline rings, right? I kept saying it was a blue kunzite. It wasn't blue kunzite. It's black tourmaline. The wings are black tourmaline, and then it's rubbed with the that aura dust. But I did see some kunzite dragonflies. I might have added one or two, maybe three. I don't know. I added some dragonflies to my wish list. So we have Angie and Tina. All right, and I can't. I wish YouTube would get the starring comment algorithm thing figured out, because man, me and StreamYard don't like me for some reason, which I'm okay with that. So we'll figure it out. But all right, Tina, let's rock and roll with yours, and then we'll do Angie's, and we'll just go slow. All right, so we have a meta message. I got to do it from the back, guys. Sorry. So everything the challenge card goes with the meta message, and everything else goes with the portal. Okay, so if your portal, if you guys have been here before, you understand how I read portals. If your portal is in the reverse position, that means you are leaving that portal. You have gained what you're going to gain, and you're bringing out whatever is with the portal cards. And then the meta message. So we're going to start with your meta message. Everyone's meta message this week has a challenge. So I love it. All right. So we're literally going to be in your roots, Angie. So we're going to be working on them root chakras, which is really good because it's about learning every single bit of you, even the parts of you that you disowned for most of your life because you didn't like it, or someone else didn't like it, or somebody misunderstood that part of you, or whatever the situation may be. Maybe you didn't understand that point of view, right? Or that part of you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a point in your life. It could literally be who you are and a part of you. And it's all of those disowned parts of you that you weren't sure how to love. And you're going to be learning them. So there's a curse for you that will be broken if you accept your challenge. Your challenge is the divine connection. Okay, this is the challenge card. So the challenge card is the divine connection, has something to do with your roots, and it's about breaking a curse, and you get heart of the sky, right? So the heart of the sky, understanding that essence of you and what you are made of, right? It's like how some people say you're the moon and the stars, right? Well, in this logical theory of what's going on, Angie, your challenge is about finding the part of you that's up there and connecting it down there in the root section. It's a part of you that you probably don't understand yet, and that's okay, because the best part of learning to love and understand the disowned parts of you is about pulling that energy back to you, calling back your energy, taking all of you for exactly who and what you are and the life experiences that have molded you. So I hope you enjoy your challenge. It is based in your root chakra, and the challenge is the divine connection. So you are going to be a bridge to disowned parts of you this week. So be gentle with yourself. And that was your meta message. So when I look at your portal, you're actually leaving. You're coming out of the portal, the celestial realm. And what are you bringing out with you? You are bringing out a connection with fire. You're bringing out a temptress familiar. So you're bringing out a dragon that is a temptress, right? learn how to work with that temptress, right? Don't let the temptress not have very strict boundaries, especially with working with that challenge this week. So connection to fire. And the other thing that you found while you were in the portal is true love can never really be lost. So even if this is a loved one that's moved on, crossed over, or this is just you learning to love those disowned parts of you, you now know something differently about love that you didn't know before you entered the portal. So you're bringing this knowledge out with you as you come out of the portal. So it looks like you've had an amazing trip through your portal from last week to this week. And I look forward to hearing all about it now that I can play catch up because I have a phone now. That's your message this week, sweetie. All right. And, oh, wait. Was that Tina or Angie? That was Tina's message. Nope, apparently it was Angie's. Angie, that was your message, apparently. Sorry. They got twisted in my head. So, Angie, that was your message. Tina, your message is coming up. Sorry, guys. I don't have a clicker. I don't have a clicker. I'm getting shit confused. Look, I'm human. If nothing else, I am a human. Well, I am a bunch of energy that is back having a human experience. So I am going through a lot of shit. All right. So meta message, portal, challenge card. Challenge cards goes with the meta. This all goes with the portal. Okay. So meta message, challenge. Okay. What do we got going on here? Okay, and we are in your roots again. Okay, so we are back in your roots. Okay, and this message is for Tina. Hi, Miss Tara D and Chloe and all of y'all beautiful people coming in. I love ya, Laura. Hey. Anyway, all right, so Tina, Tina, you're going to be in that root section, right? You're going to be down there in that root chakra. You are going to be removing and stirring that dust up, right? Without cleaning that dust, without making a mess, you can't clean a damn thing up. So you are going to have to literally rip something apart so that you can take the time to put it back together the way you need it to be felt, loved, touched, seen, felt, heard, whatever. You need to work on removing the dust of an old version of you that's in them roots and find a way to kind of jazz it up a little bit and bring it back. The challenge of your roots. Okay. The challenge is creativity. So there's your challenge card, which freaking beautiful, by the way. I so love this deck. I just wish it wasn't glossy. Wish it was matte. But anyway, doesn't stop me from using it. All right. So your challenge is clarity, organization, and corn. So you're going to be doing it with a tool. Remember what corn is. Corn is about understanding the harvest. It's about learning and deep diving and having it come all the way to the full harvest. So deep dive that corn, understand why this week corn and tidiness is your challenge for creativity. Maybe you have a vision board or a shadow box or something to create. You know, something is there for you to create, love, and I cannot wait for you, but you're going to find it in that root chakra this week. So your meta message and your challenge is in the root chakra. So make sure that you work on, even if it's a matter of cleaning your basement out or your crawl space. There's useful space there. Goes the same way up here, right? Our subconscious, our unconscious, those parts of our mind that are usually only triggered when something or someone triggers it. Well, the correct way would be that we allowed to be triggered. So finding that and being creative about how you clean it all up, sometimes that's the best part. All right, your portal. Oh, you're entering the portal. Okay, so you are going into the other world portal. Ooh, I want to go. Bring me back a souvenir. All right. While you're in there, they're going to need you to find a beauty ritual. You're going to look for a storyteller dragon, And you're also going to learn to keep calm about something that triggers you. See how they kind of tied back together again? Something that could be triggering you or that you're allowing to still be triggered is going to be mainly what you're looking for while you are in that portal. So make sure you stay focused while you're in that portal and stay in the chakra of your roots. But there is a ritual for you coming out to bring out with you. There is a dragon, a storyteller dragon. Those are so wonderful because they have all of the stories they've already encountered and experienced, and then they're going to find a way to loop those stories in with you and your experiences. So stay calm, keep going, do not give up, because the only way to thoroughly work it is to go through it. Can't go over it, can't stick it behind you and think it's going to go anywhere. You have to go through it. So stay focused while you're in there, and remember, bring me a souvenir back. All right, that's what I got for you, babe. Oh, Rossi, you are a lifesaver, because aren't you like work lurking? Oh my gosh. You are a beautiful lifesaver. Okay, let me get this penned right now. And if somebody else made a list, I am sorry I missed it. This just literally caught my attention, so I'm just grabbing it because it's habit. Rossi is one of my placekeepers, so it's more of a habit. So please, Angie, don't take that personal. That if you penned one, if you made one, I did not see it, and I apologize, because I know you did agree to step in for Brother Thomas. So I'm jumping the gun here. All right, so I did Angie, I did Tina, Chloe's there. Oh yeah, I said hi. Hi, Chloe. We got Chloe, Rossi, and Laura, and I believe she says there's 5 slots left. Yeah, I know, because you got to get ready too. You got some appointments today. So, all right, Chloe, you are up, love bug. All right, so challenge card, pull that out. That's all the portal. The challenge card goes over here. Okay. Oh. Reconciliations. Prosperity. Well, this isn't a lot to go on, so let's just see here. Let me sit with this a minute here. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that coming through. Okay. And how are you gonna? Okay. All right. So you have 2 familiars that are absolutely seeking for you right now. They're actively looking for you. And this is an owl and an eagle, for 2 birds of prey to be looking for you and en route for you this week. All I can tell you is that you're going to need to change your perspective about something. The eagle, the rising above, right? The knowing that anything that lands on an eagle's back can fall off because of the altitude that an eagle can gain. The perspective is so much different from that angle, from looking at it from that up high level, right? So understanding that this eagle is about lifting the perspective about something, and then you have this owl coming in, right? Which is a nocturnal bird. They're both nocturnal, so there's that aspect of both birds. But an owl, right? An owl is knowledge, wisdom, messages, getting outside. Listen, if you have an owl that you have been hearing lately, I don't know why I feel like I think you've been maybe even hearing an owl lately. Maybe this could be a spirit animal that's permanently wanting to work with you. Like you can physically hear the eagle, the owl. You can understand their screech, their call, what they're doing. I think it was last month, I kept having this junior male eagle kept coming around for confirmations and clarities, and seeming to be there when weird synchronicities were happening, right? Had to take into accountability that junior eagle was there. I looked it up. Yep, I had to look it up with the situation I was in, right? So make sure you take very, very close attention to perspectives and understand that there is something pretty heavy coming in for you, and it has a lot to do with reconciliations. This reconciliation feels like it was, I don't want to say like a high school friend or an ex or anything like that, because I'm not going on the title of what it feels like. But when I really just tried to connect to this card, I felt someone almost in a female energy that literally intentionally put a dagger in your back. And man, oh man, it was one you never thought you would see coming, right? It was to the point where it could have cost you everything, or it almost cost you everything back then, right? Today, the person that you are now, with this reconciliation showing up, is not about you showing that person or allowing that person from then to encounter then Chloe. They need to encounter now Chloe. They need to encounter the Chloe that has grown up, become an active adult, a productive person in their life, actively in your own life, making sure that you are eating every day, you are taking care of you, you are putting a smile on your face. No one else is responsible for. So this reconciliation is more about you letting that person know that they may have kicked you, but they weren't able to keep you down. So this reconciliation is more about a perspective change, right? I can have mad respect for people, and when they do something to me, they cross a line, and I am a very strong person where if you cross my line once, I'm pretty forgiving. Cross my line 4,229 times, I stopped being forgiven somewhere around the 4,000 mark, because that's how many chances I gave you. So I said that specifically because I feel like you gave this person chance after chance after chance, and they literally stabbed you in the back every damn time someone handed them a dagger. So make sure that this person understands that you forgave them the moment they kicked you down. And it was at that moment you forgave yourself. And this new you would never, ever hand someone a dagger or give yourself the chance to be in a situation like that again. You learned a lesson from this person. This person hurt you, and you learn a lesson that still may even burn your ass a little bit, but it doesn't burn your ass because of the fact that it's still affecting you. It's just a lesson that you still are waiting for someone to say, I'm sorry. Let them have that moment. That chance is coming. Accept their apology because you are the bigger person. Let them continue to think they're the better person for saying, I'm sorry. Because the part of your heart that they're hoping to touch, you mended that. They didn't get a chance to. They didn't get to patchwork the heart that they broke. And that's going to hurt them worse in the long run. And either they're going to want to be a better person and be in your life, or they're going to be the exact same person they were when they were putting daggers in your back. So be very careful with this reconciliation. But just know the universe has got your back in ways you can't begin to understand. But it is your challenge. Your challenge is prosperity. That is heavy, that is deep, and not always the best messages to give, but they are the best ones to know when the heads up is there. So this feels like a heads up. Just be cautious and be aware. All right. You are coming out of the portal of intuition. So there's what your portal looks like. That's what it looked like when you walked in, but now it's in reverse because you're done with it. So what are you bringing out? You found a way to make an altar of something, right? Whether it's full of sigils, or it's full of dolls, or it's full of altar statues, or tarot and oracle cards, or just wonderful crystals. Whatever that altar is, it's yours. Set it up, because that is your peace. That is your place to go to when you just want to say nothing, when you don't want to think nothing, when you just want to receive the blessing of the intention that you had when you created it. So I absolutely love that. You're also going to be bringing out a bit more balance than what you had when you walked in the portal. So coming out of this portal, you found your own wings that found you with a balance, right? Instead of you being shackled and chained to something, found a way to free you and that item or object or person. And because of it, it brought balance to you. So kudos for finding balance. Not everyone can. Something else that you learned is that your path will always be bumpy, but it will lead me to the altar. Now, I'm really going to leave that right there, because your meta message is more about you and your forgiveness and what is and is not acceptable anymore. So absolutely remember that you found balance within yourself. That is the most powerful tool you could bring out. But remember, although your path will always be bumpy, it will always lead you right back to your altar. You're only a half step away from it. Always remember that. And that's what I've got for you, Chloe. Chiefin, I saw you sneak in. What up, Chiefin? Carl, what up? What up? What up? I love my gems. I love my gems. Stay Chiefin. Puff, puff, pass. Don't work too dang on hard, Chiefin. Seems like you're always working. But, you know, when you got to take care of home, you got to do what you got to do. Much love, brother. Really, Carl? Well, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I wanted something different. I wanted silver. My resistant ass, dark ass brown fucking hair said no, but I had never done blonde in my entire life, because I am a natural red highlight. So I was like, fuck it, let's try it. And I went blonde. I wanted to go silver though, but I have gotten lots of compliments on the blonde. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 5 slots available, guys. Rossi, you are up. And then after Rossi, I got Laura. So if you guys want to get on that list, get on that list. Let's make it happen. All right, I got to go from the back here. All right, challenge card out. Okay. Ooh, we're going down into your roots. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, thank you, Laura. You look pretty too, even though I can't see you. I just know you look pretty too. I just know it. I just know it, girl. Okay. So that last message, I like that, how it clearly was like, your path is bumpy. Well, you know, you have your small speed bumps, and then, well, some of us, you know, we have bigger speed bumps, right? Some of us have canyons we have to cross on our path, and, well, you know, they ain't bring us no extra wood or teach us how to build a swing rope or a swinging bridge or tire swing to swing across the canyon. But some of us have paths like that. Rossi, you have a path like that. You have many paths ahead of you, but this path that you are being challenged to is the one of consequences. So we are down in your roots as well, because your choices and your consequences is exactly where they need you to focus, right? Consequences. That is a word that has a double-edged blade that goes with it. The consequences sometimes outweigh the choice or the crime, depending on the choice we made and we broke a rule or a law, depending on, all of that kind of stuff. But consequences be damned sometimes, right? Sometimes we literally have to throw caution to the wind, especially when it comes to understanding that your challenge in these many paths of yours is joy. I have a feeling this is not going to be that hard of a challenge for you either. And I don't know why, but there it is. So it's about the choices that you will be making and the consequence that comes with it. It is all part of your path. And some of them are like canyons, right? So this is two canyons that come together, even though you can't see it in the back of the card back here because it goes into water and then it goes into the sky. But right here where my finger is this path, right? And this path goes between two large canyons. So I don't know where you're at on that path because you have many paths, but somewhere along your path is a choice that you ultimately will make. And no matter what choice you make, there's a consequence to the choice. The challenge is the joy of it. I am not one for getting lesser of the information, right? If I know I'm facing two devils, I need the information on both them devils so that I can choose the lesser of the two devils, right? So, but it's only because of the life choices that I made in my life that I paid more consequences at one point in my life than I actually was living, right? I wasn't living at all because I was too busy paying for consequences of choices I had made. Well, now I think about that consequence every damn time. And every damn time it helps me make a schmata choice. Maybe not always the best choice, but definitely a smarter choice. So make sure you hold on to your challenge this week. Now, let's see. Oh, and on top of that, they're sending you to a portal this week too. So, Voyage. I literally got this for Jane, like back to 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 back. And Lord have mercy, like the first 6 months of this year, Jane was packing that bag. So here you go. Have a go bag packed. Literally, even if it's just a spend a night bag. Just have it ready. Even if you have nothing in there but your extra comb and an old pajama set. Maybe a face towel and a washcloth, or a washcloth with face towel, same thing. Something. At least start it. I don't know why, but I feel like you're going to need a go bag. So there's that. So as you're entering your portal, you are going to be learning how to flow like water. You're also going to be looking for a fountain, and you're going to be gaining something at that fountain. Is it going to be a familiar, or is it going to be you physically gaining something? I don't actually know. But you're going to be gaining something at the fountain. And the other thing they're going to be working on this voyage portal is your soul and finding what is only meant for you and through your experiences that life gave you. So you're literally going to be tested by your wit, your experiences. Choices and consequences. Pay very close attention. These are not necessarily always bad. Sometimes they're just healthy reminders. I am one of those that get FOMO, and I get tempted, and sometimes I can't walk away from something. Self-discipline is not easy for me. I have it in lots of ways. Sometimes I don't always have it in the best and or the healthiest of ways. So Get your backpack, babe. Even if it's just your medicine bag. You got a lot to learn about the experiences and why you experienced them. Something in there is going to help you. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's one of your own disowned things, that we didn't like, a choice we made that we didn't like. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be bad. Life comes in many ways, lessons, blessings, and all of the above. So that's what I got for you, Rossi. Laura, you are up, and that would be the completion of this list. So I will check, see if we have another list. And Laura, you are up. While I look for another list. Let's see here. No, I think I still got 5 slots available. You're welcome, Rossi. And I saw the moderators dropping links, so if anybody does any blessings, I appreciate it. Happen to start the month off before it even gets here, and I'm already in the hole. It's not going to be easy. But I have the chance to try to earn some money, so... All right, so we have Laura and then Carl. Hey, Carl, yay. All right, so Laura. Did I pen the right message? Yes, okay. Sometimes when the chat jumps, you'll think you're penning one message and totally penned another one. All right, Laura, you are up, love. All right, up by the back. Challenge card. All right, challenge card. Okay, so we're working in the crown. All right, so you get the rising above the fray. So you're working in the crown. Your challenge is for your crown. So you get the serpent and jeweled webs, connections, connectivity, right? Sometimes we don't always understand how things go together. But somehow in the end, without those two, the finished product wouldn't be there, right? So I'm going to need you to deep dive that gorgeous, beautiful mind, that crown chakra of yours this week. You are going into it swimmingly, right? You're going to be rising above it, but you're also going to be doing it in a way of self-acceptance. So your challenge is self-acceptance. You're in crown chakra. You're dealing with the healing serpent and something with connection, right? Something that you don't see right now, whether it's in another part of your body, another part of your world, another part of your life, whether you even know it exists or not, needs to make a healthy connection to you, right? And in order for you to do that, sometimes we have to get out of our own way. We have to accept it, them, or whatever for what it is, right? Sometimes our own brain can stop us from doing that, right? It can stop us from loving it. It can compartmentalize it and put it in a place, shove it in your pocket like a piece of lint, and you can eventually forget about it, right? So what you want to stay focused on here is the acceptance, right? Something in you needs to accept something that is meant for you. With it being paired with the serpent, obviously the serpent goes both ways. The serpent is about balance. We're not talking about a damn king cobra here or freaking black mamba, no. We're talking about a beautiful, healthy, gorgeous snake that is going to help you with healing, but it's also about understanding and getting very comfortable with that serpent reptile world, right? You have to learn the good ones from the bad ones, because the good ones want to work with you and you want them on your team and you want to know them even when you encounter them in real world, spiritual world, all realms and walks, right? If you can't educate yourself and learn the difference between the two, then maybe it's something there within you, right? I have a problem with spiders. Intuitive Ella, y'all know my cousin, she works with them heavily in her magic. She follows a lot of folk magics. She believes in the old-fashioned beliefs about spiders, about how it's a sacred animal. Even the bad ones, they have a message to deliver. They have a place, they have a part in the biome, the ecosystem, right? So for me, it's spiders. And although I know a lot of people like them little eight-legged freaks, them little cute little tiny little jumping spiders, I'm slowly slowly starting to overcome it, right? It is within me. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. So in this energy of serpent energy, I need you to understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yep, all of it. You need to really, really dive into something, make the connection, and then accept the challenge. You're going to have to find a way to make sure that you can rise above this situation and see the situation and the fear or whatever it is that's stopping you or holding you back is not a big deal. It's actually quite small when it comes to overcoming things within the body, right? Within the trauma mind and the trauma body. Finding another way to look at it is the healthiest way. And the only way you can do that is by understanding that you're working in that crown chakra. You're rising above it so that you can be bigger than it. All right, now let's look over here. All right, you are coming out of the Ascend portal. So your portal is in reverse. So you are coming out of the Ascend portal. Coming out with you, you have learnt a chant. You speak this chant, not just in your head, outward. Do you see? Do you see where she's expressing her energy? Out. She's saying those ohms, those mantras, those chants. She's saying them out. She's speaking them out. So if you are not real comfortable with chanting or meditating with a verbal connection and a verbal cue, this would be a good thing for you to understand is that you've already learned how to do this in one of those gorgeous, beautiful portals that we have been jumping in and out of with all the portal seasons going on, right? So you will be verbally chanting, verbally. You also learned that you're better when you're in motion, right? Some of us do real good when we sit real still like the thinking man. And some of us do real good when we get up and we clean our kitchens and we do a pot of dishes or a load of dishes, or we just change our bed and we just do a little bit of cleaning or whatever, just motion, right? So you found something about you that is better when you are in motion. It is not one of those times when you need to sit around and be the thinking man. You need to keep the body, the mind, everything moving. So something about you works better in motion. And you also found you a little receiver dragon. So when you are ready to release your dragon unto the world, because the dragon isn't meant for you. It can't receive if it's sitting right next to you. You're going to have to set it free so that you and the dragon will receive it and bring it to you. So you have to set this dragon free, and you now know that. So you have to set your voice free. And you learned all of this because you went through the ascended portal and you ascended into a higher vibration, a higher frequency. And because of that, you're going to be doing a lot more. Can't wait to hear it all. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. So excited for that one. Wow. All right. Carl, Laura, I hope that helped too, sweetie. Oh, singing bowls. Oh, I love singing bowls. I have one little bitty one. I want to get some more down the road, down the road, down the road. You're welcome. All right, Carl. And Rossi has done last call. So y'all know what last call is. If y'all don't get it in there in 60 seconds, she's going to shut the list down. So if you do want to read, you better get it. Because she's about to shut the list down. And if she shuts the list down, it's over with. All right. All right. Let's look. Divine. Okay. Okay. So your challenge is to be still. They really need you to be still right now, Carl. You get your whiskey or your beer. Well, I don't drink either of them. Tequila or gin. I'll get it out here. Yeah, tequila or gin. No vodka, no whiskey, no beer. Okay, anyway. All right, Carl. So they need you to be still right now. Where you're at, you're in a good place. You are in a very safe mental place, right? When we go through real heavy trauma, mentally present, death, bills, this burden, that burden, when we learn to just finally get to the end of that to-do list and we are exhausted, I feel like you went through your list, you went through the exhausted place, and now you're just in a place of stillness. They're going to need you to be still for a little while. Your challenge is literally divine light. And you see that Stonehenge there? It's about a place of stillness. It's a place of quiet. It's a place that is protected, but it is also a place of enlightenment that you cannot reach if you're not in a still mind, right? Still mind just means that there's no monkey mind going on. There's no stinking thinking. I am in a healthy place. I may not be moving at the fastest pace. My heart and my head are no longer torn in two different directions. I am moving forward. Keep moving forward because future you is waiting for you. So your challenge is to literally step into your divine light by being still, because you need to be preparing for the future. Something about you needs to be prepared and protected. So if Stonehenge is a place for you, whether it's a place in your mind or a place that you can literally get to, either way, that is your challenge. The divine light, the stillness, the calm, the being prepared before the storm, so to speak. This is that moment for you. Your meta message also says that a rain stick could be in your future, and you will be learning something about you, understanding your inner shaman, right? So the inner you, the mystical shaman within you, could be calling for a rain stick, right? If you do have one, shake it. If you don't have one, start speaking it into existence. Future you, the more higher, more divine you, which is your future self, not now, not 5 minutes, not 5 months. Future you. The you can't even begin to understand. It might be a different color on your head. You. Maybe no hair on your head. Could be a toupee. I don't know. Don't know what your future you looks like, and neither do you. And you're not going to understand it. Not now, because it's not going to make sense. So if they showed you future you right now, you would look at you and be like, I'm not. Shush. Future you is waiting for you. So be very still. Be very calm, but be present. So your portal card is actually the graduation portal, and you're coming out of it. So this kind of makes sense that you have graduated. You have done a lot of healing from the trauma mind, the trauma body, just life, because sometimes life is just, and it sucks, right? So with that being said, I don't have any what? That's rude. Wait your turn. Miles says hi, everybody. So you are coming out of the graduation portal. Yours is in reverse. So you have learned something, right? When we get that graduation certificate in high school, boy, we really feel like we have accomplished something. And believe it or not, you actually have. You committed to something and you graduated. Even if it didn't go anywhere, you committed. Commitment is in your blood. If you didn't graduate high school and you got a GED, or you didn't graduate high school, you didn't get a GED, but you got grown and you decided to go back to school and get that real life diploma, that's dedication. That's committing to you, right? So it's about that commitment to future you that you make right now. Even though you do not understand anything about future you commit to that future you right now. You're also going to be understanding that a sweet treat is in your future. Maybe even learn how to bake something well. You may even find that you do it better. And there's nothing wrong with doing something better, especially if you're destined and meant to be the better person at something, right? That doesn't speak on the person that you're going up against saying that you want to. No, healthy competition is in all of us, but some of us can just do things better than others. That's just the way of life. Some of us are more determined. Some of us are more committed. Some of us want it more. We're thirstier than someone else. Don't know, but I know you do. You're also going to understand that there's something about knowing that you right now are exactly where you're supposed to be, even though you're still, even though you're in a place of calm and you are waiting. You understand that it is about being a watcher right now, not a doer. You need to understand that you must observe something. I don't know what it is that they need you to observe, but only in observation will you find out. I hope that helps you, sweetie. That's right. Nobody does it better. I don't know what it is, but you're going to do it better than anybody else. And I want some, especially if it's sweet. I have a bad sweet tooth. If it's soft and gooey and cakey and sweet, I want it. I want it first. Oh. I do believe future you is definitely a very powerful shaman, even if right now you doesn't know that. Future you is going to be one hell of either a witch doctor, a shaman, a healer. I don't know, but it's going to be wonderful. Yes, of course he was. Of course he was. You know he was. Oh man! And then he come in talking about tea. Where's your coffee? And I'm like, I ain't got none. I don't have no coffee. I don't have none. And I'm $200 in debt to my roommate because she helped me get a phone. Thank God, because I had no phone. And it was like this. So it was like go in debt now and then just pay her back at the first of the month, or go without a phone until the first of the month. It's not an option. You can't be without a phone. Unfortunately, that's how life is, right? It shuts us down in them weird opportunities where it makes it damn near impossible to be without a phone, right? Even if it's just an old generic phone. So, anyway, it is what it is. The list is closed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate you so, so very much. Let me unpen this. To anybody that did make a donation or went on my wish list, I hope you had a blast on my wish list. It's like literally walking through the aisles of Barnes & Noble. And I did add some dragonflies. If anybody saw those and wanted to grab them, appreciate it. Other than that, just hanging out with me today tells me that you want to get to know me a little better, and I get to know you guys a little bit. So thank you for choosing to hang out with me. I greatly appreciate greatly appreciate every single one of you so, so very much. And personal thank yous. No personal thank yous. Nope, no personal thank yous. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. I will see you. I think I have an unboxing. Don't know. We'll have to see. But I think I have an unboxing maybe later today. A pop up real quick for an unboxing. But other than that, I have nothing planned till Wednesday's window. So I will see you at this point on Wednesday's windows, unless there's a pop up. Bye, guys.